Hey everyone, it's like number 4. Yeah, I'm crying again from the first one. I'm sorry. Plus the phone call that kept interrupting me in number 3 was actually really important, so I went and took that. And really good news for my hospital procedure next week, and that everything's come through so they can do it on the same day. And it's just another witness to me that Heavenly Father heard me, and I don't know what they're gonna find. Sorry guys, just got to share this that I don't know what they're going to find. And I'm hoping it's nothing. I really do. But I also want to find answers to why I struggle with the things that I do physically. So it's scary, but he's told me to fear not. If you go back to the first one, and you can see that it can be scary, but I don't need to be afraid. So pray for you. I'll go do this because I know I have your guys' support too. Most amazing online community of sisters and friends. Actually, I don't know that I have any brothers following me. Oh, a couple. Couple of my institute students that are guys follow me, but mostly it's sisters. So I guess I speak to you. But anyway, so just really, really grateful and very blessed that prayers are answered right. Eventually, with hard work, they get answered. Anyway, okay, so we're number 4. So this is 33 verses 3 to 4. Now this is a mission call, and I'm sorry I look teary. This is a mission call to Ezra Thayer and Northrop Sweet. 2 names that you probably won't hear beyond this. And my husband and I were discussing last night that Ezra Thayer has a little more conviction. Northrop Sweet pretty much goes inactive right after this call. And we've seen missionaries do that. We've seen missionaries get calls because they were super excited about the call. They were super excited about the gospel, and then it just goes. So your exuberance and your excitement for the gospel needs to say. We have seen this in new converts a number of times, haven't we all? Where they get converted to the missionaries, they get converted to the excitement and the spirit that exists around conversion, and getting baptized is amazing. It's such an adrenaline boost. Amazing things happen in your life, and you recognize them because you're so eagerly spiritually open to them. And then they stop because you go to church on Sundays and you've got to do extra callings. And we're wondering if with people now, these guys got baptized and they got a mission call, and then it was like, well, we have to keep working. I don't want to go to that. Oh, do I have to go to that? Maybe. I'm not saying, I don't know. I don't know these guys, but I'm not like blaming them, and I can feel their position that they might have been in, that they had that exuberance without the solid foundation. And it's so important to have that solid foundation. Yes, have excitement and exuberance. Please have excitement and exuberance about the gospel. Dance around, do a gospel dance, do a happy dance, sing hymns and dance at the same time. Like, it makes you crack up and laugh. And the exercise we did yesterday in our class, just we were laughing and it was great, and it was with a hymn out of the hymn book. So they don't have to be all somber and sad, and they are beautiful, but get some life into it. Be happy about it. It's fine to do that. Anyway, I'm going on. Let's go to verses 3 and 4 of section 33. And this is something that you'll hear a lot around missionary work, about a field being white to harvest. You'll hear that a lot in the Doctrine and Covenants because most of them were farmers or lived near a farm. And again, the Lord speaks to you in a way that you're going to understand. So this was put in a way, just like the parables were in the New Testament, they're put in a way that the people can understand. Right now in conference, we get spoken to in a way that we understand. Sister Roberto talked years ago about butterflies and the way that monarch butterflies fly. We all know in the world around what a monarch butterfly looks like. So we get spoken to how we're going to understand it. So this is why you hear this a lot. Anyway, it says, "For behold, the field is white already to harvest, and it is the 11th hour, and the last time that I shall call labourers into my vineyard. And my vineyard has become corrupted every whit, and there is none which doeth good, save it be a few. And they err in many instances because of priestcrafts, all having corrupt minds." So that was even back then. Sorry, I'm still snivelly. Ugh. but I have lovely eucalyptus smelling tissues. Nice. I know. Weird sidebar. So, preaching the gospel today has changed vastly since 1830, right? 1830, 1831. This has vastly changed. It's nearly 200 years later. I mean, for one part of it, and what happened during COVID is that missionaries stopped knocking on doors because they simply weren't allowed to. They went online, and that's been super effective. And it's going to continue being effective. It drove me online with teaching because that's the only way I could get to my class. And it's grown from a class of 30 to a class of about 300. That's kind of scary sometimes to think that 300 people are listening to me gabble on about the Doctrine and Covenants or the Book of Mormon or whatever. I'm like, well, cool. I hope you do your own reading because I don't cover all of it and I'm not the expert. I'm just me doing what I feel and have been inspired to speak to you about. So it has vastly changed. So how do we find these good few that want to hear, right? Because he says there's going to be some that want to hear you. Most of them are corrupt. The fields become sullied and priestcrafts have entered in and blah. So how are you going to find these good people? So we keep talking Christ in love, with love. We live in such a way that those who are looking for it, they take notice. We do not give up our search. So how do you share the gospel of Jesus Christ? I share it by just every day being kind, always. And in frustrating moments where you just are screaming inside. Sorry, I kicked the stand again. And you're just screaming inside and you just want to yell at someone and you're just like, please could you do that? You try so hard. That is one of the ways you can preach the gospel, by not losing your cool, by being passionate about it, by being advocating for yourself to get what you need, but to also be polite, persistent, kind, and polite. Just act in a way that, for those that want to know about the gospel, they're going to notice it and they're going to come and say, hey, why are you like that? Or what do you do on the weekends that makes you so happy on a Monday? Or where did you learn that? And you can say, well, I learned that at church. Oh, what church do you go to? We've all had those conversations. That is how I do missionary work. It's probably different for you. How do you do missionary work? Share, please tell us. Sister Sherry Jew, and I've got to stop saying again. Sister Sherry Jew said a really good thing. Now, I know she's not she's a really good author. She's a very smart woman and a very kind lady. I have a lot of respect for her. She might not be a Quorum of the 12 member, but she's very wise. So she said, the most effective way to share the gospel is to live it. When we live like disciples of Christ should live, when we aren't just good, but happy to be good, others will be drawn to us. And that's what I like about it. We all like, oh yeah, we're doing the good stuff, who are drawn to us? No, be happy about it. Happy that you're doing the good stuff. The good stuff's hard. It takes a lot of effort and time and energy. But be happy about it because you get to do it. You don't have to do it. You get to do it. You have those opportunities. Take them. Be happy about them. Like, I can do this. It takes energy, but I'm happy about it. It exhausts me, but I'm happy about it. I love doing this. I don't care if no one watches it. Somewhere out there's a record of this, and someone, somewhere, one day is going to watch it and go, that's just what I needed to hear. That's why we do this. Hey, Shauna. Because she put a thought up that I needed to hear. Yeah. And I hope your nephew's getting better. He's amazing. All right. Enough of that one. Moving on, we're going to go to number 5 because I have talked too much this week already, but we'll finish up with number 5. See you in a bit.